Hey guys, welcome back again to Metaphor ReFantazio. When we last left off, we started our hunt against May, the bounty that was allegedly behind the kidnappings of the town Martyra. Obviously, his big bounty in his head is what caught our interest of being a reason to possibly make an influence through the Tournament of Throne and gain some population, but instead of defeating a beast, we could basically help out the town as a way to basically prove that we are worthy to be a candidate. But it seems that everything was as it was told, because we were told that the weather, the sandstorm, could potentially make the sandworms go to sleep. But instead, as we arrived, they were more aggravated than what we were told. Things would get more fishy the deeper we got into the cave, as when we finally met May, he is not what we were depicted to who he was. And it seems, knowing a little bit of the truth on what we saw in the cave, things didn't add up. Most likely that we've been set off to be killed and prevent the truth to ever be spread out. And yeah, we have obviously May captive, but we still aren't gonna turn him in yet. So first of all, we need to find some evidence and some truth behind all this. Even most likely trying to figure out about the whole kidnappings, because those things are still happening. And that is exactly what we're going to be going through in this exact episode. So yeah, guys, without further ado, let's get right into the episode. So before we start the episode, I hope this is the last time I get to do this. I've been at this whole, specifically recording through the capture card, through my PlayStation for so long, and I think since the start of me playing Persona 3 Reload as a series, I've been noticing some certain lags, and you guys mostly know more. Equally know more me as me towards that. Obviously, in certain recording sessions, you can definitely see that some certain parts are literally just froze up. And I've been trying to get this at the bottom of this for quite a while. And I've been obviously when I recorded this last night for me, I wanted to check out what was the deal. So I checked up online, and it seems to be the recording software that I've been doing, obviously OBS, that's mainly the recording program that I use, was the main cause of all these lags and that kind of stuff. And I did some modifications so that prevents it. So I hope the video is still as crisp as ever. Let's just hope that if there's anything else, I definitely know what to do with it now. So if it eventually comes up again, I can modify that. So I'm still testing it out. This most likely, I hope this is the last time I get to do it, so I can just keep recording with good quality, with no interruptions, and we can all get to witness it. Because for example, when I watch it with no problems. But for you guys, when it records, it happens. So I don't know what it looks like until I start editing the videos. So that's a work to do. But either ways, that I've modded, obviously did some modifications, did some configurations. So I do hope that doesn't happen anymore. So let's see. So again, like I said, still doing some testing. Hope everything goes well, and I would actually, we'll constantly do some modifications and see if there's anything I need to do. But so far, that's what I need to do. But anyways, let's go right and start to the episode. So obviously, alongside me testing out off screen with all this and that kind of stuff, what I obviously end up doing is obviously,
what now?
I went up and used some of the essence that we had from last episode that I didn't do. And obviously I started, increasing level. We did level up at max with the Seeker through the boss fight with May. So that's another one ready. And as soon as we get more, bonding I would immediately get access to the next Seeker class, which most likely would be ready by then. And obviously, the healer, it's almost done. It's literally just one level away for us to get the next one, because we're more than ready to level up Maria to the next rank. And obviously, as soon as I get the healer's level to master, then we get the next healer class. So everything is doing nice there. I don't think I did anything else with the rest of the characters. There's nothing, I guess I focus only on the healer, so that should be the case. Obviously, the next one I will be focusing on would be for Stroll would be the brawler. Which last episode we actually met with Katharina again, and obviously that made us go rank up as well. So I think I'm starting to realize most of the bonding in the game are very passively. Like Katharina bond was naturally through story progression. So maybe there will be a point that I actually get to physically hang out with her, but I won't know that until maybe later on down the line. And seeing the calendar in the game as well. Yeah, I didn't do much with Huckenberger there, but I'll definitely will do so when I get there. So we check the calendar. As traditionally through Persona, that I normally I'm more accustomed to. So we're right on this month, and surprisingly, it's only 10 months, only month 10th. That's literally October. So we're already done through June. This is July. We start in July, so we have August, September, and October, just to give a huge reference. And I can't go further, and there's nothing further towards that. So unless the game goes progressively more, depending maybe towards decisions that I have, maybe that's the case. Who knows? That's something we'll definitely be discovering during the days, and something I need to keep an eye on certain decisions I get to make, because so far the Royal Virtues, to be honest, I feel like they're relatively easy, and maybe I should start focusing. I've been recommended to start leveling up my Royal Virtues, because later down the line I'm gonna get to know new characters, and they're gonna be very dependent on my Royal Virtues. So because I have so many quests, and let me be honest. The quests here, some of them, like secondaries, like they give me, like this would increase me courage. So should I focus more on trying to increase my courage compared to my other ones? Like this one doesn't give you anything, so that in a sense, this also gives me courage. So I feel like I should prioritize what should I level up instead of what should be, give me by quest. Here, for example, gives me increased imagination through more. So I'm not sure if like doing quest through more, he gives me imagination, and or actually doing other quests that provides exploration gives me courages. That's something to look forward to. Again, after what we need to do with Heimsmay, we can possibly explore the rest of these new locations. Like we have the Imp's Den, we have this this little village. So there's still more to explore. There's still much more to go through, and yeah, pretty much. So I'm gonna go quick through the memorandum, because I know for a fact there was a lot to talk about here. So let's go with the giant sandworm. Giant sandworm, the name for the biggest of the largest annelids, popularly called sandworms, that dwell in the sandy environs between Grand Trad and Martira. Juvenile sandworms are sometimes hunted as delicacy ingredients, but the discovery of one particularly dangerous specimen causing travelers to lose their lives has made this difficult in recent times. There are whispers that it's not only its enormity that makes it dangerous. Interesting. Midnight Sun Sands. A desert area in the Martira region where a number of small lakes are scattered between alabaster white sand dunes. The white sands are actually made up of glass debris, though its source remains a mystery. A massive structure can be seen beyond the sand dunes, but from a large distance the view is obstructed by spouting water geysers from the lake. From up close, it is too large to see in its entirety. Huh. I mean, to make glass, it has to produce a huge amount of heat. So, could that be potentially the work of Magla? There's a lot of mystery, and I think the deeper I play into the game, it seems that implying that Magla isn't what it seems to be. And that causes like environment changes, like for example the tree of prophecy. It goes by how depending on the density of the magla or how magla flows around. Then we have the midnight sun sands. Obviously the entire place is made of crystals. So I think a part of the magla is like the magic particles. It's definitely, I don't think we fully understand what magla is, and I feel like something there's beyond that. So, sand flash, an occasional weather phenomenon specific to the Martira region, where sand containing magla crystals is picked up from strong winds. Like I see again, this weather is based through magla, so there's a lot to do with magla here, and I want to know more about it to understand why it's caused. Why is it causing Like, for example, I get magla through people, and I want to know why. The magla crystals sparkle in the air, creating a striking and ethereal visual effect. However, the fine sand particles can cause pain to the eye and body, so locals stay indoors during the phenomenon. Huh. Okay. Let's check. Let's see this one thing here. Teleportation magic, okay. A magic of instantaneous transport, activated by a curious device installed in Phantom's Gauntlet Runner. When Phantom imagines a plate, which is me, just to clarify, when Phantom imagines a place in his memory he wants to return to, the entire Gauntlet Runner can instantly travel there. An unusual magic that defies modern understanding. The odd device was installed at the Royal Palace behest when Nurus was working on the initial design of the runner. Nurus only loosely understood the device as something related to magic, and its true function as a teleportation igniter was only revealed when Phantom touched it. Which is interesting, because what that makes us. Makes us, we are the one. The one to the true heir. Maybe. That's most likely. I feel like that's what inclined the game. Krigante Castle. Residence and castle of the Lady of Martira, Sanctoris Joanna, has a long history dating back to the Annex War. Unlike modern buildings, the castle was built with many secret passages in case of armed invasion. Even these days, the castle's staff occasionally stumbles across new hidden chambers and corridors. Huh. Abandoned tomb. A tomb close by Martira. In the days of Martira, when Martira was a major stomping point on the route from Grand Trad to Oceania, the preceding noble family was at the height of their prosperity, and so ordered the building of a grand crypt befitting their status. However, Martira gradually declined in influence, and the noble's descendants passed into obscurity. The long-abandoned tomb is now a den of monsters. I see. The Ujif tribe. Small in stature with bat-like wings and ears. Due to their singular appearance and low population, as well as their strong night vision derived from their nocturnal nature and keen hearing, it's not uncommon for them to perceive as unnerving, and they often become targets of discrimination. Most Ujif live modest lives at the bottom of the social hierarchy, with few positions of status. With their natural agility, some are able to make a living as warriors. Most Ujif, however, prefer farming to hunting, making them a tribe that is warm in nature that values harmony. The flip side of this is that they are often indecisive, second-guessing themselves out of concern for what others want. This has lowered their relative status in the world. That's a very interesting. I like going to the memorandum to get to know a little bit towards the world, and specifically the tribes, because there's a lot of tribes here. The Nidia. So I guess these ones are like the eye crystals, maybe. Yeah, there we go. So this does say it here. Characterized by their iridescent eyes and hair, members of the Nidia tribe lack their conspicuously notable features of other tribes. They are known to be gregarious and talented at flattery. Many have left their hometowns to make a living, some making a name for themselves as both compelling and strange figures. Colonies comprised wholly in the Nidia are rarely known to exist in any part of the kingdom, making them a mysterious tribe in some ways. Oh, that's interesting. I wonder if that does definitely elaborate. Like, well, we did have a hometown. Oh, that. Okay, that makes it a whole little more curious now. Juna. Juani Cygnus, a beautiful Nidia songstress whose extraordinary voice is praised throughout the kingdom. She often appears at major yearly events held by the royal family and the crown theocracy. She is also tremendously popular outside the kingdom. Her cohabitations with Louise leads many to suspect they are lovers. Oh. Though in reality, she's more of an adjutant. Oh. But that's really interesting to to look at. Sanctoris Joanna. Joanna Calendula, a rogue woman serving Martyra. Although she's a sanctoris, she's more flexible than those in Grand Trad, in that she doesn't often impose strict doctrine onto others. She's grieved by the continued disappearance of her people, and is so concerned that she elected to use her own private funds instead of taxpayer money to place a higher bounty on Heinz May. I see. We have a lot more, so we're gonna be a while here. Morris. So, last episode, I find it odd, and I think I have my theory that this guy is sketchy as fuck. Like, there's something up to this guy that I know for a fact he's behind all this. So right there, I just cut off there because I definitely am noticing again the whole thing. So maybe this time would... I did some more changes, so maybe now I should chill out for a bit. Who knows? But anyways, like I was saying, I find it very, very, very odd about this guy in particular because he was the one who suggested to go through the sandstorm, to the sand flash, and I guess he's the only one who mentioned it, unless he's under direct order through Martyra. For now, my suspicion that he's behind all this. Like, he has something to do with the kidnapping. So let's check a little bit here. So, a young clever soldier in Martyra's guard corps working as Bardon's second in command. Unlike Bardon, he did not trust Phantom and the others, viewing them as bounty hunters from out of town. However, his attitude changed when he saw how diligently they were investigating. Eventually, he decided to give them an important clue about sand slashes he'd been withholding. Like, again, it plainly says here he was the only one who knew about that. And he gave us the information wrong, so I think he's behind this. So unless I'm most likely feeling like it's either he did it for personal reasons, or he's working with a group, or he literally was working under direct orders. Because it's so fishy. Everything is so fishy. Alright, Godard. Alright, this weird guy that we met. Godard Gunnell, a rogue candidate participating in the tournament, worked in a demolition in the effort to rebuild Ontario after its annexation. Having had the experience of being replaced by younger workers, he announced his candidacy and it calls to create a pension system to help support the elderly. Though the elderly support his vision, he is received poorly by the young and is criticized for being partial to the long-living rogue tribe. His gauntlet runner, the Horizon Star, is a modest but high-performing vehicle that is as earnest and strong as its rider. Interesting. Sanctor or Sanctores, a clerical title of sanctism, permitted to administer rites, ceremonies, blessings, and the like. The title of Sanctor is treated more like a broad certificate of religious qualifications, and they are not explicitly required to work for the church. However, those in higher positions starting from Sancturion and above take on duties related to the parish and church as career clergy. I see. Right, informant. We kind of already know majority of these. Those who made their living gathering and selling information from their private networks, which includes secrets unobtainable through normal means, from information on dangerous labyrinth and monsters outside the city to inside information from private organizations and scandals among the nobility. For those unable to travel, news from informants is more valuable than gold. An informant lives and dies by their sources, and they never reveal who they hear their information from. Interesting. Fortune teller. One who makes a living for forecasting the weather with high accuracy. As they use a staff that senses the flow of magma in the air, many end up being from the Mustery tribe. Knowing what the weather will be like is vital not only to farmers but for travelers as well, as heading out into the wilds in inclement weather is often fatal. It is said that masters of the craft can use a divine relic to manipulate the flow of magma and bend the weather to their will. Most likely something we'll be knowing in the future, maybe? Something like hinting? Maybe? Shadow Guard. One of the two divisions of knights that make up the royal order that serves the crown. The royal order of knights are split into the Holy Guard and the Shadow Guard. Though when most speak of royal knights, they are referring exclusively to the former. New members of the Holy Order are announced publicly and are thus required to excel not only martially, but also to maintain traditional appearances for ceremonies and other rites. As a result, unofficial tribal indiscrimination is rampant, with most knights coming from the Clemmer or other similar prestigious tribes. By comparison, Shadow Guard members are not publicly announced and are alleged to less savory tasks. It's common for knights of tribes far removed from Clemmer in appearance or standing to be assigned to the Shadow Guard by default. However, as this means its knights are more explicitly chosen for strength and skill rather than prestige. Some say that knights of the Shadow Guard tend to be more capable than those in the Holy Guard. Yeah, we definitely have discovered that for last episode, that Hangsmay was one of them. And he definitely has showed us some power. Roast sandworm larvae. Said to have origins in past extermination efforts against the giant sandworms threatening Martira's livestock, and thus threatening their main industry dependent on animal husbandry. Some theorize the giant sandworms' increased aggression in recent years is because their young are being overhunted to make this dish. Ah, now that's something that's not been mentioned. Maybe that's the case. Caden Workshop. A newly founded UGF-based Gauntlet Runner workshop. Gauntlet Runners are primarily owned by the state of the wealthy, with most orders sent to trading companies owned by the Clemmer or Rusaint tribes. Little care is given to quality or performance, only maintaining the status quo. However, the Kaden workshop has been working diligently to overcome this societal disadvantage by demonstrating their technological innovations, and has gained positive attention in recent years. The workshop prides itself on the superiority of their component adjustment through high precision persecution, a feat capable only by the U-Chief with the ultra-sensitive hearing. That its successor, Lena Kaden, has joined the tournament for the throne solely to promote the workshop, without regard to the battle. The battle for the throne has become a point of discussion. Yeah, we definitely seen that one of them there. So that was definitely funny. It's like we definitely seen like, oh my god, you're promoting your workshop, and that's where you presented yourself to become king. Very funny. But anyway, that's mostly of the memorandum. Definitely was a lot. Most likely there's still going to be a lot because that's not even the half of it. We haven't reached the half of it. So we still have a lot. We only have 43% completion. So there might be a little bit more that we can actually check. So it's your turn in for the day.
Good night.
Rest well.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
I dreamed we were being chased around by a horde of giant sandworms. I barely got any rest at all.
That wasn't a dream. We actually
I
happened.
hope Heismay behaved himself in the Gauntlet Runner. We should go check on him later.
I don't think he's there.
We also need to get some information out of Barden. But how do we even bring it up?
Are you awake?
They knew it.
Barden just sent word. A few children disappeared in the night.
Wait, but Heismay's in the Gauntlet Runner, right? If he's still bound there, that basically proves he's innocent. But if he's not, we need to get to the runner, quick.
I mean, if he did go out, then I literally reject everything I said. Oh no.
Where's Stroll?
Speak, man. Are you alright? Where's Heismay? What happened here? Oh, he reeks of alcohol. Eurus, you old sot, don't tell me you drank yourself to sleep.
Heismay was blathering on about some things I found rather unnerving. So I had a little sup of the spirits to calm the nerves.
Huh.
Wow, what a mess.
What about Stroll, though?
You witless... Maybe some cold water will wake you up, and if that water's not fixed yet, you're really in it! Ah!
Now, what's all the commotion?
Ah, that was it. He kept scaring me, so I stuffed him into the lavatory to shut him up.
I knew it wasn't him. It makes no sense. He has no motive. He basically surrendered himself, so it is only right that he would literally just say, like, well, I didn't move. Right? We beat me. I don't have any motive to go. And he will only prove more to himself that he did. And he... That's... I think it's blatantly obvious.
He says that like it makes sense. Does it make sense to you?
Not in the slightest. Don't look at me. Does he drive like this? Does he drive like this?
He doesn't drink and drive, does he?
If you dare touch a single drop on the road, I'll toss you off the runner's back myself!
Anyway, one thing's for sure. Heismay was tied up the whole time, so he never set foot outside, right?
What's all this about frightening Eurus? I cannot imagine you suddenly felt compelled to share ghost stories.
I heard some strange sounds last night. I could tell they were footsteps, but not any I recognized. If it had anything to do with the disappearance of the residents, it could prove my innocence. That's why I spoke up.
I don't think he's lying. With all
Stroll.
that fog, I couldn't find the source of the footsteps, but I found plenty of something else. Children's shoes. It was after midnight. No time for children to be out and about. I had the shoes checked at the guard station, and it looks like they belong to the missing children.
Then 'tis likely those footsteps belong to your true culprit.
But the guard said no one left town last night.
Nobody left? But that must mean the culprit is...
It's from within. Inside the town.
Inside the town?
Logically, yes.
If that's the case, I'd like to talk to Barden, but how much of this should we share with him?
If you ask me, it's time to lay out all you know. Taking me with you might help your case too.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. To bring you before the very man responsible for the bounty on your head, I trust I need not illustrate the risk.
Risk or not, the real culprit's likely one of their own. If you hide me, they'll accuse you of harboring a known criminal.
It must be Morris.
You all had it right. It's time I faced reality. A life on the run leaves no room for me to truly mourn my son.
Heismay.
Whatever the case, let's meet with Barden.
Well, I must say I couldn't hope you'd capture him so swiftly.
I knew it. It's so him.
Something wrong? You don't look well. Got a face like you've just stumbled upon a dead man.
No, it's nothing. Just surprised you caught him.
Aye, you have my thanks. Clearly we were right to trust you. You'll get your payment in full.
Before that, I want to ask you one question. Why was Heismay the only suspect in this case?
One of the guard witnessed him firsthand. Go on, Morris, tell him.
I knew it. It just all points to him.
On the night of the kidnappings, I spotted a Ujif bolting into the wilderness. Several times. No mistaking a squat figure like that.
But that could be anybody.
I'm telling you, what are the chances of there being 2 Ujif brigands in the area?
What did you say?
Strange. I don't recall the kidnappers' tribe being listed on the bounty poster. Even the captain seemed surprised, yet you alone knew this.
He knows too much for being in by himself.
He's obviously our culprit.
Most strange. Heismay was already in our custody yesterday. In other words, the kidnappings of last night cannot be his doing.
Is this true?
Captain, I'm one of yours, aren't I? You're not gonna trust this little red-eyed bastard over me, are you?
There's also the testimony from the guard at the gate. He reported no one coming or going from the city.
You scabby bounty hunters think you can mock the guard corps like this? Just take your damn blood money and get the hell out of here!
Fine, fine. Keep your hair on. We'll get to the bottom of this eventually.
Is there a problem here? Barden, may I interrupt?
No problem, ma'am.
Was that? Did you hear it, lad?
No, I heard
No.
nothing.
I didn't hear anything.
Now I see your game, you fiends.
What? He's gone!
Heismay!
Find him! Secure the exits! Don't let him escape!
No.
No good. He's nowhere to be found. What's gotten into Heismay?
He's in the
I
castle.
got the impression he sensed something. If he'd meant to escape, he would have done it yesterday.
I think Barden's innocent in all this. The real scumbag here is Morris, his second in command. He framed Heismay with a false eyewitness testimony. Must have figured an exiled Ujif would be a perfect scapegoat.
Oh, this makes so total sense. So my theory is, yeah, Morris is definitely the most suspect here because he even says stuff that he never mentioned in the past. And I'm guessing that because nobody saw exit the town, That means that Morris was the one behind of the kidnapping, and not only that, as what we learned from the memorandum, there's still yet, I guess, halls or corridors yet to explore inside the castle, and I'm sure he took that as his own advantage of the kidnappings. Wow. And it makes sense because we're inside the castle, and hence maybe with his sensitive hearing, he must have heard the children inside.
So Morris, a would-be guard of the people, has been kidnapping the residents and selling them off.
Could be. And there's also those footsteps that old Heisme heard in the night.
Nurse is bound to have sobered up by now, right? Let's see how things are outside and get back to the runner.
I think things are starting to piece together.
Are you coherent yet? I didn't take you as the sort to fall so hard into your cups.
Well, an icy bath like that would freshen anyone up.
And tell us again what happened last night. It may be our only clue to tracking down the real culprit.
Ah, bloody hell. Yes, it's coming back a bit. It wasn't just Heisme's reports that shook me. No. I saw something. It was right after I slung Heisme into the bathroom. Out the window, I saw some massive shadow moving through the fog. It wasn't any beast or man of this world. It was a dark messenger, I tell you. A specter from the very bowels of hell. It was like the horrors of every fairy story from my schoolboy days sprung to Stygian life. I was shaken, chums. Shaken to my core. I cried out for help, grabbed for something to steady myself, and all I found was the bottle.
There. You're all right now.
Even if there is some monster behind this, how would it connect with Morris?
True.
Oh, damn it.
Even if there is some monster behind this, how would it connect with Morris? I don't see why he would be compelled to hide this to the extent of framing Heisme.
It's because he's behind it, or at least it's either he did it, or he's part of the group of a group that's doing this, or was direct orders of the castle. Well, most likely the lady. And if that's the case, then I don't know how we're gonna do with the whole tournament thing. So it's definitely an interesting point.
Let's try investigating the lady's old castle. Heisme's bound to have a reason for bolting off like that.
Man a night. No good. They said they haven't found Heisme yet, so they can't remove the blockage from the gate. Sounds like he's got them on a wild goose chase.
Fine.
What of our plans then? Should we just sneak in? Oh, there? Over here. That sounds like
Evidently.
it is coming from over there. Is he calling for us? Bardon. So Bardon is completely innocent. Oh.
Huh?
Why is Heisme with you? The guard at the gate said they've not found him yet.
Got to say,
I'm the captain of the guard, and I have a responsibility to the truth. To know and uphold it. That's all this is about.
What folly.
Could have avoided all this trouble if you just looped my head to start with. Oddballs, the lot of you. Why did you run off so suddenly?
The truth is,
I did some investigating inside. The moment Lady Joanna cracked the door to the room, I heard the sound of child's scream. And Lady Joanna is, well, she is childless. Whatever you heard, it cannot have been her own family. No child could get it such a heavily guarded castle unnoticed. Your kidnapper has to be within these walls. My money's on Morris being the weasel. He lied to our faces, trying to get us to walk into a human's jaw.
It's absurd.
Morris? No, that's absurd. I cannot suffer him to kidnap any more innocent children. Please, will you help me put on an end to this evil? I have nobody else to turn to.
Yeah.
Of course. After all, if we can't use your head for the competition, we'll need a replacement anyway. We're in, right? We have no choice. Of course. Of course we'll help you.
I'm in your debt.
And so?
Seems to us like no kidnapper could get victims into the castle on our watch. Not under all our noses. But there was an old underground tunnel that even the castle guards deny or know about it. And Hansmay's the man who found it. There'd be plenty of places to hide hostages down there. Morris may have known all about it as well. So my theories is starting to prove to lie that would be the case. So yeah, that's definitely something. Right, under the lady's mansion. That's bold. Okay, let's get to the work then.
Is that right then?
You should be able to get there from Blind Will Alley at the end of the Cattle Racket Road. I've got to return to my post, but I'm counting on all of you. So I guess I'm being correct here. A well leading to an underground channel. I was already headed to Blind Will Alley. We get there by following Cattle Racket Road, so let's go there when you're ready.
What is it?
So we have another memorandum. Alright, so let's check off with where we work to. It's a bit messy trying to get through what I want to do with the recording session. So I did another game modification. Like I said, I'm still testing out, and I would have hoped this would be the last time I get to do it, but sadly that won't be the case. Alright, Blind Will Alley. So are we fighting?
Let's go.
I can't hear the kidnapped children screaming underneath here. We must help them.
However,
I did not expect there to be an underground channel. It is no wonder traces of the kidnapper could be found. The children are beneath. Let us hurry then.
Is this the place?
So this is the entrance to the underground channel. If Morris is the culprit behind all this, he's probably lurking somewhere ahead. Let's go in. If we catch him with the children, he won't be able to talk his way out of it. But why is he doing it? I don't think I need to talk with Morris, so. So this is the old world that Bardon mentioned. We should be able to get down to the underground channel from here.
Ready?
I think I should accentuate the S's with a Z. So it's a dungeon at night? The kidnapped children should be in here. Are you all prepared?
Let's go.
Let's hurry. We must rescue the children. So I'm pretty sure this is the actual dungeon. Secret underground channel. Certainly lives up to the name. I'm guessing that what we find here, what we do here, is when possibly we get Hansmay with his archetype.
Keep your wits about you.
Come on, get the bait moving already. If that thing goes out of control, we'll be dinner.
No, he's not.
You can't run from us.
Please. Help.
the child yet lives.
Out of your jurisdiction now, aren't you? You're trespassers down here. And that means anything that happens to you is your own damn fault.
So it's definitely he is the fault, but I feel like he is doing this under direct orders.
If you've got something to say, say it to our faces. Even you must feel the weight of what you've done.
Eyes up. Something stirs in the back.
Are these the monsters we heard about?
No. Further back. 'Tis the footsteps in the night.
The bigger that beast back there grew, the more its watchdogs started changing with it. One of them's gonna make Amelia.
What has been happening here? Why do you kidnap the residents?
Why? Because premium bait's worth a fortune. I couldn't live on the wages of a guardsman forever.
You kidnap children for money? You utter scum!
This from a bloody-eyed Eugene. Look to your own sins, sir. You weren't just stripped of your knighthood. You were exiled.
So what?
You're a coward who's been living in the hole you deserve. Didn't pretend you can play at justice now. You foil!
No, 'tis true in part. 'Tis why I stand here now. I ran from my past and turned away from my pain. You prey on innocent lives. Your sin will be repaid. Yet I cannot condemn you alone. Not when I could not see past my own suffering. Not when I locked myself away to be alone with my pain.
O lodestar, who falters in memory, O thou anguished traveler, thy long stagnant stance hath
Samurai or
been
ninja?
broken. Now choose thy path.
Choose? My choice is already made. You can't erase your past. All you can do is take it in hand and reshape your future.
Thank you. Thou hast chosen a noble parting. Henceforth, thy fears and insecurities are thy light. O lodestar, whose light reveals the king's own path, awaken.
This should be cool.
I am Haisme Noctul. I believe the arc of life depends not upon birth. By these hands, soiled or sinless, I fight!
Oh, yes.
Apologies, but I cannot do this alone.
Join us, Hems May.
Go! Rip them apart!
On guard! Morris, you will not escape me! Out of my way, fiends!
What's going on? He just started fighting with us. And even he awakened to his power.
Perchance 'tis through your influence that this power passed to him, Captain?
Oh, is this what Moore was talking about?
Young man, you seem the most adept with this magic. I will strike at your direction, if you might spare it. Rest assured, I once stood among the Shadow Guard, and the years have not dulled my edge.
Oh, he's the thief. Huh. So he's the thief class. Oh dear. Mudo, Steel, and Dark Sword. And we have 4 points now. So if he's the thief class, then what is that guy's bond?
I'll I'll take this. Sorry.
Why, hello.
What's yours is mine.
Let's stay calm.
Looks like we can't brute force through this one.
Hold up, falling back. I won't hold back. Scour!
I shall fight. I shall vanquish evil. I call the lightning! Tougher than I thought.
With blade in hand! Crown! Is that all?
There's definitely gonna be a while for me
I'll
to.
use what I must. Slash! Formidable indeed.
I will seek her!
It definitely would take a while.
Better be sure.
Like so. Could be weak to any of the other magic.
Come forth, royal soul! Is there another way? Forward! A tough one!
Can't. Let's do this! Not the right move. I call upon royal power within! The power of fire!
Hit your weak point.
I've
Keep it
sworn
up strong.
Oh, mystic purge!
There's a better way. On me, we go together.
Phantom Tracer, extreme physical slash damage to one enemy and removes buffs. Mamudo, okay.
I must be sure. Hunger!
It's already level 4. And the cool part, I can actually get now the archetype and give archetypes to Heinz May.
Damn! The bastard got away!
But the children are safe.
Good. You saved them, Heismay.
I feel like whatever they're trying to, it looks like he's trying to feed the something in there, most likely a tremendous human that has been captive inside the castle, and I guess he's feeding them with children. I know you guys haven't seen me play Persona 5 yet, but I definitely played it in the past, and I definitely will be covering Persona 5 in the future. This is possibly worse than what the I don't want to get into too details, but there's something that happened in Persona 5 to a certain antagonist that does something horrible. This potentially does worse, and I fear exactly what's going on, what's gonna happen once we discover more about it. I fear for the very worst.
You know that I used to have a child of my own. My son. He was killed.
Oh.
I could not even protect my own flesh and blood. Who could call me a knight? Since then, I've wondered what I had left to live for, and found few answers.
Is that why you lived in such a dangerous place? That you might be...
We need to chase down Morris first. He said something kind of weird back there, didn't he?
Regarding the watchdogs, he said they gradually turned more horrific the more the monster grew.
Do you think that's the effect of the melancholia? I expect anything further in will be even more malformed then.
But why root all this in the basement of the lady's own domain? Clearly, someone is invested in Morris's efforts. But who would finance this?
I can't say for certain. Still, from the very beginning, this has felt beyond the realm of any sane, moral person.
And to think this started as a simple bounty contract. We've set foot in something far bigger, I think.
Well, at least we know. I mean, we still don't know. I mean, whatever's down here, we're never gonna kill it, and we're gonna use it as, you know, proof. Like, we did this. I guess 2 birds with 1 stone. At least it's a human, I guess, most likely, or a monster we get to face.
Let's get these poor youngsters back to Barden for now.
Sure.
Wow. After saving the children, I can't expect my support from the townspeople to grow.
You saved the wee ones' lives. We can't thank you enough.
We're graceful to you too.
It was thanks to your help, too.
I know this is difficult to hear, but Morris had a hand in this the whole time. He confessed as much to us.
Aye. I found out the man's been struggling to pay off all manner of gambling debts. I'll round up the guard and search the whole bloody castle for him.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid you'd be outmatched. However, it would be a great help to us if your guards could prevent anyone from leaving the grounds.
Considering everything, I can't help but think the Lady Joanna's got to be in on this somehow.
I was guessing that would be the case.
But the woman is a respected sanctoress. Besides which, she's the one who funded the initial request.
I'll tell you this. Hard as we've looked, we can't find a sniff of Lady Joanna herself.
We're here for our own reasons. Whoever we find down there, we're not going to stay our blades. Any objections?
None for me. Do as you will, and I'll trust in Lady Joanna's innocence. Indeed, for all we know, the culprit may be holding her hostage.
That would be the case. I mean, if she's in on it, then I just gotta figure, why would she place a bounty? I'm just so, it's so weird. We definitely need to like go deeper into this. In order to break the prince's curse, I need to make an impression during the tournament. Let's accomplish something that would catch Louis' eye. Besides, I think we're the only ones who can handle getting to the bottom of this. And we'll do it, not just for ourselves, the town as well.
I too have a score that needs settling. I cannot let these atrocities continue, especially not in my name. I believe in you.
New ally, Hensmay. A traditional warrior burdened by his past has become your ally.
Considering we're due in Oceania in a matter of days, we've little time to tarry here.
Our foes may be strong, but they're also trapped like rats in the basement. We'll use the old well to get in and out.
Alright, so this is where we begin. Now if Hensmay to calm down a little in the gauntlet run as he wished, I decided to return to the inn with everyone else. Information? Do you have any? No. Maybe the next day he would. Oh, what's this?
Young man, hey!
I can tell you just by the look in your eyes. Sir, you must be a traveler, aren't you? If I'm correct, then please tell me of the places you've been to. Then, for a pittance of just 250 reeve, I can bring your travels to life through my music. So you talk about a place and he turns that memory into music? So it's not just a performance, but a showcase of Magica's music. Want to have him perform us? Play some music.
Pleased to hear that.
Then I have but one question across the whole of your travels. Which locale has etched itself into the forefront of your memory?
Oh?
Grand Trad. I see, Grand Trad, the royal capital of the kingdom and the most prosperous city in the land. And the main stream is lined with luxurious boutiques, and beyond that lies a bustling and lively marketplace. Watching over the lively city is the grand cathedral, yet as majestic as it is, there are places where the prestigious gaze of sanctism does not reach.
Let me perform for you.
A city of glory unlike anywhere else in the world, where the dazzling vivid lights cast shadows of the deepest darkness. Now listen to my song. What a beautiful melody. As I listened to the performance, I thought about all I've seen. Memorandum. Huh. Magician. A performer who can create music from the name of a place laden with a person's memories. From the name spoken, the magician identifies the person's memories and feelings embedded in it, unlocks them, and magically reconstructs them as music. A skilled magician can uncover the listener's faintest emotions and evoke their deepest set memories, even for places visited long past. Interesting. There's something else around here. Most likely Hensmay. Hensmay Noctul, a member of the Ujif tribe and former knight who Phantom met outside Martyra. A notorious man, he was long wanted for a series of kidnappings before it was revealed he'd been set up. Like all members of his tribe, he is extremely sensitive to sounds and can detect many odd, scant noises his companions cannot. That's actually going to be very useful to have in the team. Alright. Before we sit to bed,
What now?
I got to. So Hemsbane is level 22. We're a little bit over leveled. Just 2 levels. So that's the thief. Whoa, what's this? Ooh. Wait, what does it have? Lurking Nightblade. Deals medium physical damage, dark damage to one enemy. Steal, curse chant, assassinate. There's a lot of physical magic, which is something I realized about this game. It has it has physical abilities, but also has dark abilities. With not physical abilities, which has magic imbued into them. That's what I wanted to say. God Killer. Deals extreme physical dark damage to one enemy. High chance of one hit kill. Whoa! Whoa! Oh, damn. Don't mind if I do. Alright, so that's interesting. Well, definitely should get the rest. Ooh, I like the coloring. Ooh.
I see. Fascinating.
The warrior. This is the... Oh, yeah.
This right here. All right.
Yes, please.
I'm counting on you.
Yes, I want to entrust Heinzme with this power. All right, let's see. I like how small he is. I hear the voices of past hero souls. Alright, we know this. To fight as a warrior, leave the front line to me and my sword. We will survive. Together we shall forge a new path.
Steady effort is key.
Maybe I should do more of a raspier voice. Like this. Maybe. I'll keep trying to give his voice. That's funny looking. Like, this is how I use my sword.
I see.
I'm giving everything, so.
This right here, all right?
Yes, please.
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
The more the power, the merrier. Alright. You know this? I am to be a true knight. With this power, I am ever your shield. I will show you my newfound strength, so that I might protect those who cannot fight.
I have retained my edge.
Right.
I see.
Brawler as well.
Fascinating.
I like his white with red. And a bit of, I think, with a bit of black coloring onto it. Something obviously, describes him, so it's actually kind of nice. I actually kind of like the coloring.
This right here, all right?
Let's give him everything. I have plenty of mags, so.
Of course.
I'm gonna basically go into the next dungeon, so. Nothing too major. Alright, let's see. I will become a brawler. The deadly blows of my fist are unleashed in my soul. Let it be known to our enemies that these fists are filled with life, even if we have not beat that message into them.
Oh.
Yeah, thank you. Give me those essence, those fruits, and then we get the
power
essence.
swells forth.
I'm definitely gonna give him everything. So.
I see.
Even the merchant.
Fascinating. This, all right?
Yes, please.
I'm counting
And
on
that
you.
and that does make us
course.
get also the thief ourselves. Right. To wield a merchant, to manage one's funds well is essential in any prolonged battle. I am but no means averse to such power. I shall make good use of it.
Steady effort is key.
I see.
Healer.
Fascinating. This right here, all right?
Yes, please.
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
So now we have a bit of variety and a big full team. Maybe now can get variety of physicals and magic users. That's something I've been wanting to do. Then let me be as a healer, who, though I have doubts any would want it from me, I shall grant healing all the same. I will heal from the bottom of my heart.
I have retained my edge.
You don't have to wield the sword
I
like
see.
that. Ooh, that's actually an interesting coloring. I mean, it does fit with Heinz May, obviously being bottom part white and obviously the boots being red, so kind of makes sense. And obviously the black part, obviously, you know, I guess is tunic. So
Fascinating. This right here.
very interesting
All right.
coloring.
I'm counting on.
Of course.
Obviously, some of them are very what's it called? Downs, you know, lower cost because obviously the bonds I've been doing. This is the Seeker then. To be it, so be it. It's long past time I learned to wield the power I've been given, for a world where all may live in harmony.
My power swells forth.
I see. Fascinating.
Vision, the mage one definitely interesting.
This right here. All right.
Coloring. I hope I have enough for myself.
Of course.
Yeah, we're going through all this quickly. So this is the power of the mage, is it? Then let the magic flow. The strength of any power lies in how it is used. I shall use mine in a way that does not betray my own heart.
Oh.
Now it should give me some essence because of that. Morgan.
Steady effort is
Never
key.
mind. Alright, so me myself. Oh, I can't do it yet. So obviously I haven't bonded with him yet, so that's maybe the reason why I can't get it myself. Understandable. But obviously knowing that should be enough. Yikes. Ouch. Never mind. Alright, so if that's the case, I'll level up his thief as much as I can. Maybe till
My
at
power
least
swells forth.
drains HP from one enemy to restore your own. That actually could be nice. I haven't even checked the other one. Drains MP from... Oh, wow. Plunder life, plunder magic.
Steady effort is key.
Well, we can keep that. 1 MP. Wow. I wonder how much you take up. Normally, I think it was normally 20. But who knows. Mamudon. Ooh, with this. Then we most are gonna be having fun here. So, let me check because I want to check if the mage has any. Can I check in details? Yes, I can. Seeker, Mage, Summoner. First ally needs to be Mage. I don't see Thief in this. Me too, 4. I definitely want to do all these. They'll look fun. They'll look fun to use. But until I get there, who knows? So the one that I have most is Heinz May. It definitely feels complete. It definitely feels complete. But who knows? It's an interesting design for an archetype. I definitely see the pouch as, as a backpack, so that's actually kind of cute. I like it. I don't know. All right, let's spend the night. As well. Maybe because so much happened, but I'm finding it hard to sleep. Maybe I'll go back to the Gauntlet Runner and read in the evening breeze. Bonding with Heinz May.
Can't sleep, lad? As it happens, I'm a bit restless myself. That a novel there? Don't see many carrying those around.
Oh, he
took...
took...
question, but what's your real aim as a group?
I just realized they took his camp with him, so is he gonna live in his tent? I mean, it will be a lot of ruckus for his ears, so I'm guessing this is his quarters. Okay, I see it. We're just a group of stranglers. I can't tell you just yet. We're a secret organization.
To tell you the truth, we're a secret organization.
Really? Well, you're not very organized for an organization. In any case, suppose it's not my place to ask. Don't worry, lad. Just water. Back where I grew up, there was nobody like you lot. Just you, Jeeves. We've never been accepted by other tribes, and 'tis no mystery why. We're nocturnal, we look worlds apart, and there's so few of us. Not enough for any political sway. Our elders only ever thought of short-term alliances, loyalties changeable as the wind. We relied on their power, not ours, and resigned ourselves to that. Oh, I loathed it. Even as a child. I hadn't been cowed into considering myself lesser. I honed my skills, that the city's majority might accept me. And I'll not say it was fruitless. I was accepted into the knighthood of the royal capital. I felt like my fellows and strangers alike accepted me as an equal. Fool that I was. They never really wanted me among the true knights. Just in the Shadow Guard, where my deeds were dirtier and kept secret. Equal and lesser in the same breath.
Damn, this world's acceptance to other tribes is very harsh. Like, the Parapus has also been dealt very harshly as well. I guess even the I forgot the other tribe, the one always are in cast with these boxes on their head. Seeing that they have a third eye, so there has been literally lesser tribes that's been treated horribly. And the UGs are no different as well. They've been treated horribly as well. But I think an Elda, as we are, seeing like I guess we are the very few, I guess. So that's very interesting. And also you got also like half-breed ones, like the ones that are like mixed, like Zorba and Maria. They've been treated very like even beyond. It doesn't matter what tribe you combined with. You just like, oh, you're half-blood. You already treated inferior. It's like, what the fuck, dude?
Ultimately, once my superiors realized I wouldn't abide their self-serving orders, They stripped me of the title I'd fought for. And little by little, I lost everything else.
Damn.
My son died. I'd failed to protect him. And despite everything I felt, I'd resigned myself to being powerless.
Oh, damn.
But you know, my son died. I'd failed to protect him. And despite everything I felt, I'd resigned myself to being powerless. Just like the damned elders I'd hated so much. Oh. You lot have helped me realize something. I'd thought for a long time that if I wanted to feel accepted, instead of being the eternal outsider, I'd need power, status, some mighty patron nobody could defy. I wasn't really looking to swear myself to some superior. I only wanted not to be alienated for who and what I am. I just needed allies. Friends.
From now on, we're friends. You don't have any friends. You worry too much. From now on, we're friends.
From now on, we're friends.
A free spirit, are you? It'll be my pleasure then.
The aloof hermit, Hyzme. Within him dwells the virtue of the thief. Nurture thy bond with him, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
Awesome.
Perhaps our fates are bound somehow.
The heroic embodiment of the thief from Hyzme. You cannot study the thief in academia. Try seeing what new powers awaits you.
If my boy was still alive, he'd be about your age. Though he'd look absolutely nothing like you, of course. As long as we're both awake, might I have a look at that old novel of yours? So, this is a fantasy novel. This section seems to describe the Utopia's approach to discrimination. Let's see here. In this world, discrimination and inequality are forbidden by law. It is a sin to impose injustice due to one's appearance, lineage, or birth. This is the accord established between the people and the state. Well, well. What a world that would be. I don't imagine our land will get there for another century or 5. Still, I cannot help but wonder whether those ideals would please an entire population. You cannot pretend at diversity without acknowledging individual differences. Some will be judged as strong, while others marked as weak. Equal competition doesn't mean equal footing.
True.
The very aims of freedom and balance could spell doom for the striving weak.
I really like Hyzme. They've really done a really good job of Hyzme backstory, his story, and his development. I really like him as a character. Really, really good. He speaks words with experience and knowledge through his perspective towards the world and how he's treated.
I wonder how we might ever achieve a true utopia, where everyone could be happy. If this awakened power is meant to be wielded in service of my beliefs, then no matter who calls it naive or foolish, I will always use it to save the weak.
Very noble from his part. I guess he's saying it as experience of a father, more than a knight, which is actually kind of cool from him. It was getting late, so we decided to go back to the inn and to sleep.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Excellent. Well, here.
So,
Today we explore the depths beneath the castle. Use caution, as we've both Morris and monsters to contend with. If you don't think we can handle this yet, we can go somewhere else and build up our strength first. We still have time to prepare if we need it.
It's in your hands.
Indeed. I have only just been introduced to these new powers regardless. I leave the matter in your hands, Captain. Alright, apprehend the real kidnapper. We have until the 16th, so we have 12 days left. But we're definitely going to do this all in one go. A mission with the deadline has begun. Meet up with your allies at Blindwell Alley to delve into Krigante Castle's underground. Besides challenging the castle, you can also strengthen your party during the mission period by taking on requests in town, or by providing your bonds with your followers. Storm the castle and apprehend the true culprit behind the kidnappings before the deadline passes.
Search begins.
Really?
Right. We need to head over the Blindwell Alley. From there we can investigate what's going on at the castle. Lots of stores have sales, so it might be a good idea to do some shopping. Not yet, but well, we have reportable quests, so we should do that. I hope. If I speak with the guy, he's gonna definitely pass the time, and I wish not to do that because I want to go straightly towards it. Because we go to quest. There's only 7 days left, so we do it one day. So this one we definitely have to do. This is the dagger. Let me check if I approach to him.
Interesting.
You actually managed to retrieve Malveno's ring. That is impressive. I took you for talented, but you're more of a gem than I thought. A gem? Anyway, don't forget your end of the bargain. Of course. Yeah, it's definitely gonna pass the day, so. Of course, I've already looked into it. In fact, I could go get your dagger back right now. What do you say? Hold on. I don't think we better hurry, personally. Yeah, definitely it's gonna pass the time, so I'm not gonna do that just yet. So let's see if there's any other quest we can take on in the meantime. So I think it would be more towards leaving this for next episode. Maybe.
Let's go.
Let's go to Blindwood Alley. And what we're going to do, explore a little bit. This is the actual first dungeon before the tutorial dungeon. This would be the second dungeon of the game. So...
All set?
Must go after Morris. I cannot overlook such villainy any longer. I will bring this case to a close and make him pay for his crimes. I'll be needing to borrow your strength, Captain.
Stay present and focused.
The underground channel is enemy territory. Keep your guard up.
Got it.
Let's search for Morris first. He's our only clue to solving this incident. There's supposed to be another person who was paying Morris. If we catch them, then we can get to the bottom of this.
Now, where was I?
Let's go to the Acadian Lane. Maybe he has something to say because of the new bond.
Fascinating.
So, you have a new archetype, have you? I expected nothing less. Please do not hesitate to inform me when you wish to study it.
Hello.
Study. I need to find the gunners as well. Right, yeah, in the meantime, let's get this.
Fascinating. This right here, alright?
Didn't read that. Hold on. Ah, the thief. This is the archetype you sense from Hemsmay's way of life. Its heroic embodiment is that of the wily justiciar, dwelling in the shadows of those who would conceal the truth, and exposing their falsehoods to the light of day. It's required to channel the thief for the first time. Do you want to awaken it? Yes, please.
I'm counting on you.
Good thing I have enough mag for the rest. That is the power I seek. Then so be it. By shared resolve and honored creed, take new form as the thief. I hear the voices of past heroes' souls. O worthy heart, who tempers anxiety into strength. If thou art prepared to embrace lawlessness and chivalry in equal margin, I shall bestow upon thee our soul. The soul of that thief.
Really?
So this is the power of the thief's soul. I will master its power without succumbing to vice. I will save everyone, seen or unseen. Oh, this is gonna give me a lot of more.
New skills, new possibilities.
Right, straw.
I see.
Ooh, that's a nice coloring. Ooh, that's a nice coloring to the thief.
Fascinating. This right here. All right.
Alright, just do the same. I'm more curious to see Hulkenberg as well. Yes, I want to entrust Straw with his power. Alright.
Yeah.
One. The thief archetype. Chivalry can't exist in the shadows, and I plan to show just how. I will use this power for salvation, for the sake of the weak.
Right. I could get used to this.
I like how they're using the back end katana. Like that, they're using the sword like that.
I see.
Ooh. Hulkenberg, I like her color designs to some of these. And the thief is no different.
Fascinating. This, all right?
Alright, let's do this. Please, thank you.
I'm counting on you.
Yes, I want to entrust Hulkenberg with this power.
Of course.
Alright, Hulkenberg. So this is the power of the thief. Though deeds be darkened, I will use this power with honor. My soul is beside His Highness the Prince. I shall push forward my original resolution held fast in my heart.
I've acquired a new power.
Alright, so still don't know which that one could be. So we have another class here, another one up here. So that will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 classes yet to discover. So that should be very interesting. But anyways, I think we should go straight in right now. So we have done a lot with the fruits. I won't do it yet because I know for a fact I'm going to find some 100s, so we should keep that. I think it's just going to spam the thief for him. Because as soon as I get his to rank 20, rank max, that would mean I would already generate 1000 XP on each and select a archetype specifically, so that I can, level up the rest of my archetypes immediately. So that would be the case. I actually want to check because I know the protagonist has different passives with, like obviously the alchemy here, winning a small sum of money and that kind of stuff. What does the thief do? Chance of getting an item each time an enemy is stunned or defeated in overworld combat. I would expect it so. Oh, I like it. It's like a rat. It has a rat tail. Cool. So yeah, she has pickpocket as a passive, so this would be item farming. I would definitely would do this more often. I think specifically before I like I did with the church. What I'm most likely gonna do is the same as I did before. I'm not gonna do the same as before because I know for a fact going through all of this. If I'm just gonna do funning, I'm just gonna go straight towards it, and then before I face off the boss of the dungeon, I'm just gonna literally farm the rest of it. So there will be less combat to show, but I think the most important combat that I'll be showing would be, you know, when there's dialogue, there's an important fight that I need to go through, I'll showcase that. But standalone enemies, I am not gonna show because it's gonna definitely take a way longer. Like for example, the previous dungeon, it took me 3 full-on episodes for me to go through it. So I'm just gonna tone down the battling. You will definitely see some fights, just not as more common than it needs to be. Because otherwise, my footage is gonna be long, and the series is gonna be longer than it needs to be. But I digress. I won't say no to bad language, you know, but like see how this thing goes. So, all right. So I have the seeker there. Now that I have the thief, do I have? We see have it says commander, so that'd be interesting. Healer. Knight, we can do that one. Gunner, Master Dancer, and Berserker. Thief. Ooh, Tetrabag. Interesting. I definitely will be discovering more towards that. But anyways, I'm gonna set the ones, which are the master ones. Definitely will focus on doing his as well. Alright, so let's get out of here. Yeah, so light to the beam.
Again.
Snap back to reality. Up to ghost gravity. Up to the well.
All set?
We cannot allow any more people to be sacrificed. This incident must be solved as soon as possible. Want to explore the castle?
Got it.
Let's do this. Good. Let's continue the chase after Morris.
Okay?
The monster the nurse saw, I think it's somewhere in here. Our goal is to exterminate it.
And to find Morris, we need to catch him and make him tell the truth of this whole thing.
I'm going.
We can't let a man who's so money hungry that he kidnapped children go unpunished. We must resolve this foul incident at all costs.
Stay present and focused.
Uh-oh. Is that a cat? Wait. Wait, no. It had a... It's one of the things the babies put in the mouth. I forgot what the name of it. Is it a child human?
What's that? The lights went out all of a sudden, and there was a weird shadow. Seems quite to be quite large. Could that be the monster we're after?
Yes.
There's no doubt about it. It's the monster from the other night. Likely a man-eating one at that.
Don't tell me.
That thing's been roaming loose under the town. Most likely. Right, so this is blocked. But we can use the rest of the castle as exploration.
I see.
I see. Lowering the floodgate allows us through.
All right.
It is an old mechanism, but it appears to have no problems working. Our path ahead is clear.
Oh, yeah?
Right
Oh,
there.
here. Oh, that was clear.
Let us settle this.
So I'll actually show a little bit of battle here.
Too much, perhaps?
Die!
It's okay. Come forth, Royal Soul! Seeker! Wind!
Okay, I don't think there's any more backup coming. Let's keep moving.
But this place is gonna give a whole lot more XP.
There are some enemies left.
I see the enemy.
A preemptive
Your death will be swift.
So they're weak to
Some
darkness.
darker arts.
Oh, I like that.
Let's see. I won't hold back.
So right there.
They're weak to
anything else?
electricity. Give it
Ah,
a
weak to
jolt.
electricity.
Hold on. In the warrior, the power of just one.
Keep it up, Stroll.
Let justice prevail. Not now. What there? Worthy foe after all.
Don't want to waste too much MP. Especially I can have.
Smooth finish. Great work, everyone.
See, we have another one of that. So I'm definitely gonna take the opportunity to also change. There you go. So this is what I'm gonna do. I gave that to myself. Same lineage. I think I should change that to electric. That's the fun about it. Like I could just change to whatever I feel like, which is awesome. I don't think Hulkenberg can change. Light is definitely gonna have. Heinz May, on the other hand, suffers a bit. Well, I can give him day to, heal.
Alright.
So I'll give him that. Right. Let's see. Definitely like light. I think the one I should need is like ice. Yeah, I think I should give myself ice because that way I have a full variety. Stroll, I'll have AoE damage.
There they are. Charging in.
We've been spotted.
Right there.
On your guard. Push through.
You've no time for
Tactical
us.
strike.
You'll win this. Now we strike.
You can do this.
Some darker arts.
Their weakness.
I will lend me your strength.
Heisme.
Not this. Still here?
Now, no holding back. I call the lightning.
Perfect.
Smooth finish. Great work, everyone.
To ever greater heights.
Our foes have fallen. We are safe.
Already a shortcut. Let's go. Go team.
That was well done.
This should be just.
Let's push through. Alright, how's that?
You look
I leveled up, but I need to go physically to the party, go here, use point, and then just amp up. Alright, let's see.
Look at that.
Hey, did you see that?
Look.
Holy shit, this thing must be huge.
The grate has been twisted open. I think the hole in the back leads to town.
Is this the path the monster used? What's right? It hid here to avoid being noticed by the guards, and then went into town at night.
I know what it looks like. I kind of want to see it, but not that badly.
That might be of use later.
That's one way to put it, Gallico.
I see the enemy. Let's push through.
What's this?
There they are. Alright, how's that? Let's push through.
Expect no quarter.
But I'm off guard.
Now accept your fate.
Let's do this.
Rancor.
Seeker.
Hyzme.
Maybe not. Still up?
Warrior! I call the legend!
What a finale! Keep your energy up, everyone!
Archer should use the mage while
The danger is behind us.
attacking.
I see the enemy.
They saw us! On your toes,
What now?
Let me change, because if I use the mage, I can get my SP back. I'm almost close. So
There they are. Come on.
For you.
down. Keep it
I
up.
dodged it. I mean, the Seeker's passive is actually pretty nice to have more often your teammates attacking the enemy. So I don't see it as too bad.
I see the enemy. Come on.
I'm getting a lot of criticism.
Your death will be swift.
Get ready.
Hidden arm.
Let my power support you.
Their weakness.
I won't be looking good here.
I shall vanquish evil.
Let's do that.
What
Pretty
a
good.
finale! Keep your energy up, everyone!
Oh, I'm almost close.
Victory is ours. And safety hard won.
There they are. All right. Push through. What now? Mage.
I knew you could do it!
Such skill right there. Time for some close combat. Forward. All right. How's that?
Your death will be swift.
Let's settle this quick.
Now accept your fate. This doesn't feel
I
right.
this was weak too.
I'll use what I must.
Cold.
No, a wise choice.
Come forth, royal soul.
You hit their weakness!
No holding back.
Your opening,
Hack and
Captain.
slash.
That did a lot of damage.
They die hard.
Is everyone all come? This won't do. Huh, take this! Worthy foe after all.
Perhaps this all power of kings.
Okay,
That should give me
I
a
don't
lot
think
of
there's any
mag.
more backup coming.
And money.
Let's keep moving.
Remain
I
steadfast.
see the enemy.
Still draw breath.
Charging in.
I continue to grow.
There they are.
Ow.
This won't stop us.
Kill one last.
Witness our secret technique.
You can do this.
They're
Their
swift.
weakness! Nice moves, Hyzme!
Ouch.
Nothing.
Stroll!
Let's go.
Faster defenses!
Roar!
You hit their weakness!
I call upon royal power within.
Only
I
one left!
stand for all
Finish them
great
off!
strike
Clear.
raw. I crush you.
Looks like that's all of them! Great job, everybody!
Bad, if I say so myself.
I shall rise to the occasion.
You're leveling
I
up.
think we're in the clear.
So we do it.
What now?
The headspace is not missing out.
I see the enemy.
Hey, good one.
Nice.
No mimics.
Incredible!
Perfect. So I should heal
What
as
now?
well when we can. Perfect. That first aid is actually pretty good.
Just take it. You can always toss it later.
Alright, so we have, I think, a checkpoint up there, which is nice. I like checkpoints.
Nice find. Looks like it could.
Ah, that's a mimic.
Now we fight.
Is it the same one? It is.
Falling back.
Looks like they're weak to light!
Now
Guess it's
accept
time
your
to
fate.
shine.
Sorry.
Why, hello there.
I will fight with pride. I won't hold back! Better be sure to the rear guard.
Jeez, they're pretty tough.
Come forth, Royal
Better be
Soul!
careful.
Scour!
I cut warrior!
For all that we strive for!
Hulkenberg got them right
Let
in
us
the
clean
weak
up
spot.
this mess. How about this?
Alright, 12, not bad. With more, so that should be good.
Keep the enemies off him.
We can do this!
My thanks.
Helpful as ever.
I'm obliged.
This is terrible.
Stroll, you gotta aim better than that.
Is everyone come?
Dang it, Stroll.
Shine!
Hulkenberg got them right in the
Hidden
weak
arm.
spot.
There's a better way. A wise choice.
So sleepy.
I got 3
They put you
sleeping.
to sleep. This is no place for a nap.
Oh, Mystic Purge!
Hulkenberg got them right in their weak spot.
So sleepy.
Stroll, this is no time to sleep.
Not now.
They're on us.
Lend me your strength! Not this skill. Shine!
Hulkenberg got them right in their weak spot.
Can somebody wake up?
They hit hard.
Fuck.
Heisman's anxiety.
Oh,
He gets
Mystic
hit. He'll be
Purge!
in big trouble.
How could this happen?
I'll take that.
Come forth, Royal Soul! We're not out of this yet!
Much thanks.
I owe you.
Plus neat.
Warrior!
I'll cut you to tougher than I thought.
With blade in hand!
Hulkenberg got them right in
It's
their good spot.
advancing. No, it's all collapsing.
Well, that killed it. I'm glad.
Let's hurry on.
Yes, more levels. Yes, more levels.
We found something.
Nice.
What now?
This is gonna be 4 more often. I'm gonna wait for a 500 for that one. So that means maybe I should start giving one for for the brawler. Yeah, this is when I get to decide which one I should prioritize. I mean, what I could just do, like I said, I will be grinding more often, so knowing that now I have, you know, these archetypes, I can just really
If you see use for it, I say
smash
take it with you.
my way through. That is a safe spot. So what I'm going to do is obviously enter here. And there's obviously the safe spot.
This looked like a Magla Hollow. We shouldn't come across any enemies here.
It seems we can take a short break then. What should I do? Make a record. Let's save. It's been a while we just haven't saved. Talk to allies.
However,
Like he's literally, I mean he's definitely a bat, so it wouldn't surprise me he's not gonna do that.
I haven't a clue as to what the monster looks like. 'Tis impossible to make out in this darkness. We might.
Oh, I forgot. I should have asked the informant. Damn. Damn. That would have been more useful to know. But that's okay. I think we can just do it either way. I mean, I think I still can get the information either way. So, because actually I need to revisit the church one for a quest. So that's something we should do that in the future. And most likely this castle does have some possible quest connected to it. So something to look deeper into it. We might not know what it looks like, but we do know what it's covered in very dense magma. So much it gives me the willies.
If so,
whenever it appears, the lights goes out. Is that also an effect of its dense magma?
I believe so. Magma can cause a variety of things, so the lights going out seems as plausible as anything.
So there'd be no way of discerning what it is underground. That's rather troublesome. Well, I guess I don't have anything else here, so what I'm gonna do here, guys, is end the episode. So obviously next episode we're definitely gonna be continuing on with the dungeon, and I'm most likely, like I said earlier, most likely I'm just gonna cut off most of the fights. Who knows, maybe I actually get to experiment the area that I am refighting those enemies to get constant, XP, to get the rest of the archetypes some ranking, because the more I get abilities, the more I can buy them and obviously use them on my main archetypes that I want to use. So who knows, maybe I get to get a little bit, because after all, even though I'm in a small area, I should focus on the next upcoming ones, but that's where the stronger enemies are. We're going to be facing some of them, so who knows? We'll definitely be discovering that on the next episode. But anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoy this. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll definitely see you guys on the next one. But until then, peace out.